I want you to start liking the video and sharing the video and hit me up with the city and state that you're tuned in from. I already see people on YouTube and Facebook letting me know this. And we're here for night two. And it's going to be insanely good again, as it was last night. Really appreciate all of the support last night. And hope you're grabbing your journals and your thinking caps. You're going to need them tonight. And tonight shouldn't be as rough as it was last night, but it's going to have some spots. I can tell you that now. It will have some spots. It won't be easy, but real growth and development is not. And I'm behind. I was actually on a coaching call right before this session, and just had a very candid conversation with the client about the power of the truth. And we just, again, people are struggling with their healing journey because people aren't being honest, and nobody's challenging you to be honest. And that's what we do here. So, city and state, let me see where you are. Let me start calling some out. Philly, New York, thank you so much. Sacramento, Houston, of course. Sumter, South Carolina. Winstead, Minnesota. Okay. Orlando, Peoria, Illinois. Mobile, Alabama. Cleveland, Ohio. Delaware, of course. Harrisburg. Zakiya said last night took some of her edges. I hope they grew back today. DC, Dayton, Ohio, Connecticut, Columbia, Washington, DC, Bowie, Maryland, St. Lucia. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope to visit you all soon. Chicago, Charlotte, Aiken, South Carolina, Dallas, Fun City, Hawthorne, Atlanta, Miami. Thank you so much. Long Island, New York, Loxley, Alabama, Shreveport, Louisiana, locked in. I like that kind of carrying on. This is going to be good. Like the video, share the video. Dallas, Atlanta, New Jersey, Glen Burnie, Jersey, Montana, Oregon, Jacksonville, OKC, Detroit, very good. Denver, Decatur, Grand Rapids, Atlanta, Greenville again, Louisville, Atlanta again, New Orleans again, Baltimore again, Trinidad and Tobago. Hello, I've got great clients in Trinidad and Tobago, Grenada, Virginia, Austin. Very good. Detroit, Grand Rapids. All right, we've got a good little lineup. Greensboro, fams in the house again. Brooklyn, Indiana, Birmingham, Baltimore raised, Florida living. Okay, but do you have the Baltimore language? You know what the Baltimore language is. Dallas, DC. Yeah, someone is from England. All right, ambitious. I like that. Augusta. I have a lot of clients in the UK. The Bay Area. All right. Iowa, U.S. Virgin Islands. Greensboro again. Birmingham, California. UK again. Yes. Key said, I've got the Baltimore slang, and I love it. Detroit, Wilson, H-Town. I love hearing people from Baltimore, especially women from Baltimore talk. It's so funny. Baltimore, right? Dallas, New Jersey. Q. They don't say TWO, they say TEW. I love it. It's so funny. Houston, Toronto, Jamaica. All right, y'all, let's get into it tonight. I need you to like the video, share the video. Last night we clipped 1,900. We were just over 1,900. We were really close to 2,000. And I want to get the number up and rolling. So I need you to do me a favor. Get your journals. Get something to write with. You should already have that. I need you to like the video and share the video. Every time you type a comment, I need you to like the video. So your fingers should be tired, literally. Your fingers should be tired from engaging and sharing the video, from writing, also liking the video, whichever network that you're on. We're on all 4 networks: Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube. And I want to get this number up to 1,500 tonight. All right. I want to do that. Would love to get to 2,000 if we can. Don't forget the ground rules. If I say something that makes sense, I want you to type church in the comments with as many R's as possible. And also, you can support the show. Cash App, $Zep3. You might see people dropping salads in the comments. People do that to encourage me to continue to eat healthy. I teach on 5 areas of healing: mental, emotional, spiritual, physical, financial, right? And part of your physical development is eating healthy. And so I try to do that during the week. And so your support allows me to do that. And also you can support on Venmo. You can find me on Venmo at Zeb the Third, and you will see all of that information on your screen as well. Let's get into this. Of course, if we get any lurkers in the comments, we had one last night. I went back and watched a little bit of the replay today. Between sessions, I had a back-to-back day today, and it was really a lot. And but I did watch part of it, and that bird session with the eagle was just hilarious. I was really cracking myself up. Something wrong with me. But tonight's going to be good. Now, let's get back into this. So we talked a lot last night about self-awareness, right? Did we not? We talked a lot about self-awareness and the importance of self-awareness in the context of how you're going to grow in this space called masculine feminine energy. Now, tonight, I want to briefly pick up there, but I've got to shift gears because we need to start talking about qualities and traits related to feminine energy and masculine energy. But let me just say this again. This is where we left off, and I want to pick up here. I want you to put this in your notes. This is a good first note to record. As always, you're going to be the smartest person at the water cooler tomorrow, just like you were today. I want you to put in the comments quickly again. Feminine and masculine is not a look, it's a behavior. All right? Feminine and masculine energy is not a look, it's a behavior. Come on, record it. I need to see your notes in the comments. That lets me know you're engaged. We only have about 800 people tuned in right now. Let's get this video up to 1,800 real fast. All right? Feminine and masculine energy are not looks, they're behaviors. Okay, it's not a look, it's a behavior. And we have to understand this because it's not about how you look that determines whether or not your energy is in the place that it needs to be. There are a lot of people that look masculine that are just as feminine as toilet tissue. Again, I gave the lecture last night about self-awareness. My work is grounded in healing. Healing only happens through self-awareness. So if you don't like the candid truth, tonight might hurt your feelings too. There are a lot of people that look masculine, they're soft as tissue. There are a lot of people that look soft as tissue, and they are hard as concrete. Okay, so feminine and masculine energy is not about how you look, but is absolutely about your behavior. And tonight we're going to tap into behaviors. But let me say this about behavior real quick. Oh, I feel a salad-worthy comment coming. Here we go. Can I say this about behavior real quick? The only behavior that matters is aligned behavior. Record it quickly. The only behavior that matters is aligned behavior. I'm going to explain what that means. The only behavior that matters is aligned behavior. It's aligned behavior. It's the only these jelly beans are really good. The only behavior that matters is aligned behavior. What is aligned behavior? Let me give you my definition of alignment. Alignment is when what you say, what you believe, and what you do are the same. Record it. Alignment, my definition, it belongs to me, is when what you say, what you do, and what you believe are on the same page. It is when what you say, what you do, and what you believe are on the same page. So the only behavior, whether we're talking about masculine, feminine behavior, or we're talking about behavior in general, the only behavior that matters is when what you say, what you do, and what you believe are on the same page. And when what you say, what you do, and what you believe are not on the same page, you're not living an aligned life. If you're not living an aligned life, you're living a fake one. And there are a lot of people who are living fake lives and wondering why they're not healed. You can't be healed when what you say, what you do, and what you believe don't agree. Let me give y'all some quick examples. Y'all quiet already. That was salad worthy. Y'all not going to starve me tonight. There's a lot of people that ain't healed. You know why? Because they say they want to be healed. They believe they can be healed, but all their behaviors are out in left field that have nothing to do with being healed. They say they want a job. Let me give you an example, an analogy. They believe they can have a job. They're not filling out no applications. When what you say, what you do, and what you believe are on the same page, your life is in alignment. Can I help you? Many of you, when it comes to your masculine and feminine energy and your healing in general, you're not seeing results because you're saying and believing one thing and you're doing something else. I have a lot of people that come to me who have been in therapy for years. And they're like, Doc, like somebody hit me with this today. Oh my God, Doc, I've been in therapy for 3 years. I listened to her story and I said, ain't no way. There's no way you've been in therapy for 3 years. Doc, why you say it? Because you've been in this situation for 14. And if you've been in this situation for 14 years, and you've been in therapy the last 3 years of those 14, and what you do ain't changed, I don't know who you've been talking to, but that ain't therapy. You have not been given practical information to align what you say, what you believe, and what you do. So this is going to hurt some feelings tonight. You know why? Because many of you say you want to be feminine. You believe you are feminine, but your behaviors ain't feminine. You look like Halle Berry. You act like Medea. Let me say that slow. Nobody's supported me with a salad yet. Y'all gonna be upset tonight. You literally look like Halle Berry. You act like Medea. Thank you, Cher, for the salad. Here we go. Some of you fellas look like Morris Chestnut. And you act like, Kanye West. You look like Morris Chestnut and you act like Kanye West. It ain't no alignment in your life. Thank you, Tiara, for the salad. And that's the problem. That's the problem with many of you. And we're going to deal with this tonight. Because y'all, I'm sick and tired of folk hitting me with the, I want a soft life, but your mannerisms, your behavior is that of Shanae Jenkins from Martin and Medea. I'm tired of fellas hitting me with the, oh, I'm masculine. I want to be the leader. I'm this, that, but you act like Jody from Baby Boy. Jody from Baby Boy looked like a dude, didn't he? The question is, did he act like one? And there's a lot of you that look masculine, you acting like a girl. Your behavior ain't aligning with what you say. So a lot of you that look feminine, acting like men. It ain't aligning. So we're going to deal with alignment tonight. Okay? Y'all with me? Y'all with me? Now, this is what we need to do. I need you to get a piece of paper in your journal. Get a piece of paper. Let me grab one from over here. In your journal, I need you to get a piece of paper. Okay? Elizabeth said, I have bandages if anybody needs some. Y'all like the video. Only have 19,000 likes on TikTok. That is not acceptable. Like the video. Share. Support the show. Thank you, S. Richardson, for the salad. Look at this. Get a sheet of paper because you're going to need to flip. I want you to continue to write notes where you're writing, but I want you to get to a blank page because you're going to go back and forth. I want you to draw a big T on the paper. I love teaching. Draw a big T on the paper, okay? And go ahead and put a row at the top, like so. I didn't go to school for art, so if it don't look that great, don't y'all judge me. Okay? Okay? Now, again, some of you, this is your first night. And I'm just going to warn you, if you ask a question, you better be prepared for the answer. And it might hurt your feelings. And you might want to cancel Doc. But I want to just warn you, you can't cancel me. I deal in truth over here, not your emotions. Okay? So a lot of this stuff, like I said last night, my stuff is for people that are either healed or want to be healed. Not for people living in their truth. It don't exist. You don't believe me? Go watch the replay of last night. So I want to be clear here. Some of you need to log off. I'm warning you. Okay? Now, here's the row. At the top, I want you to write on the left, masculine energy, like so. Again, I didn't go to school for art. On the right, I want you to write feminine energy. Like so. Okay? I don't write the best. Y'all bear with me. Okay? Masculine energy, feminine energy. Now, I want to talk to you about two words. Go back to your notes. We're going to come back to this chart in a second. Okay? I want to talk to you about two words really quickly. Those words, oh man, I forgot my Topo Chico. Kiddos. Hello? Kiddos. Sorry, y'all. That's ghetto. Can one of you get my Topo Chico, please? Thank you. All right. Let's talk about two words. Those two words are in esteem and out of esteem. Okay? Let's talk about in esteem, in-esteem, and out of esteem, out-of-esteem. Okay? In esteem, in-esteem, and out of esteem, out-of-esteem. Okay? I want to talk about those two words because those two words, no, it's in the bottle, honey. Those two words are important because when we think about masculine and feminine energy, and I made this clear very much so last night, some of you just need to go back and watch the replay and then catch up with us today. I made it clear last night that masculine and feminine energy exist in both a man and a woman. It doesn't matter who you are. We all have masculine and feminine energies in us. But all of us have a dominant energy. Your dominant energy might be masculine. Thank you, sweetheart. Your dominant energy might be feminine. We all have a dominant energy inside of us. Now, based on your dominant energy tells you who you are when you are in esteem. I want you to write the word in esteem in the comment because nobody's wrote that yet. I need to make sure you all understand what I'm asking you to record. Write the word in-esteem. Okay? In-esteem. Good. Good. I see it on TikTok. Thank you. Facebook, YouTube, where are you? Good. IG. Thank you. In dash esteem. In esteem means in character. Okay? In esteem means in character. The person is saying they are operating in esteem, they are operating in character. Are y'all with me? Okay? They're saying they're operating in character. When a person is operating, I want you to record that definition. In esteem equals in character. Good. Thank you, Misha. In esteem means in character. When a person says we are operating out of esteem, they're operating out of character. Okay? They're operating out of character. I gave you a book recommendation last night. I want to give that to you again. If you've not read the book, Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus, it is the Bible on masculine and feminine energy because it deals with these characteristics and traits I'm about to share with you. All right? I don't go through all of those traits, but that's one. I've read several books on masculine and feminine energy. That's the best one by far. It's the Bible. Okay? But in esteem means in character. Out of esteem means out of character. Okay? And so, hear me. When masculine energy is in esteem or in character, there are some characteristics and traits. Okay? And when feminine energy is in esteem and in character, there are some traits. Which means when your masculine energy is in character, these are things we see. This is how we know you're operating in your masculine energy when you who claim to have, those of you that claim to have masculine dominant energy, when we see these traits dominantly in your life, that means you're operating in character. Okay? And those of you that claim to have dominant feminine energy, there are a certain set of traits that should exist when you are operating in character. Is this making sense? Now, to make this even, because I've got quite a few for both, I'm going to make this even. I'm going to give one trait masculine, one trait feminine, one trait masculine, one trait feminine. I'm going to go back and forth. Okay. Now, I want you to go to your chart here. I've got my Sharpie. I've got my Apple Pencil. I've got a lot going on over here. Right. I feel like I'm literally in front of a Sharpie board or something. All right. Now, I want you to get your paper that looks like the T. You have masculine energy on one side. You have feminine energy on the other. Okay, now I'm going to give you some traits and you want to write them on each side. Let's start with the masculine side. Let me get to my notes here. All right. When masculine energy is esteemed, here are some things that we see. Let's start here. Go to the left side under masculine energy. I want you to write leaders and willing to lead. Thank you, A Mystery of Love. That compliment means a lot because A Mystery of Love is right. This used to be common knowledge. We've fallen away from this stuff, and partly because folks are too sensitive to hear it. I really appreciate that compliment. That means a lot to me. Leaders and willing to lead. When masculine energy is in esteem, when a person who claims to have masculine energy and they're in esteem, then they tend to be people who want to lead. They want to be in front. Watch this. They want to take all the pressure of leading. Can I help y'all? I've never seen a day and time where you have so many people who claim to have masculine energy, but they don't want to be in the front. Everybody likes the paycheck of the CEO. Nobody likes the hours. Everybody likes the paycheck and the perks of the boss, but nobody likes the stress. Toxic red pill community talks about we're the leaders, we're the leaders. But they don't teach men how to handle stress. And so they push men to be leaders because men predominantly tend to claim masculine energy. So they push you to be leaders, but then they don't teach you how to have emotional control and solid mental capacity. So all of a sudden, you're driving a car that you don't have the mental and emotional maturity to lead. When masculine energy is in esteem, it desires leadership. Watch. And everything that comes with it. That was salad worthy. Y'all ain't helping me tonight. I must not be teaching you. This making sense? Okay? Feminine energy. I'm going back and forth. Y'all writing on your paper? Everybody with me? I'm going back and forth. Feminine energy. Let me scroll up. I'm going to be flipping everywhere. When feminine energy is in esteem, watch this. Feminine energy relaxes. Thank you, Danielle, for the salad. I appreciate that. Very generous. Thank you. Feminine energy relaxes. You can know a feminine energy is in her esteem, i.e. in character, when her desire, y'all, is to relax. Now, I want to say something. I meant to scream on purpose. I realize, ladies, we're in the boss era. I'm about to get in trouble. I realize, ladies, we're in a boss era, and all of you are walking around saying you want to be the boss. And there's nothing wrong with being the boss. But watch this. Ladies, understand that when you sign up to be in the boss, you're on your boss energy. Nothing wrong with that. But you're not signing up to be the CEO and you want to relax. I'm about to get in trouble. See, what balances masculine and feminine energy out so beautifully, watch this, is that if you have a man whose mindset or a masculine energy, for those of you that are sensitive, if you have a masculine energy that has the mindset to want to lead and take the pressure of leading, then the feminine energy leads from a mindset of rest. This is why some men are burnt out, because they're trying to be a leader with feminine energy that also wants to boss as hard as they do. Y'all not going to like this. I know. I'm going to get called. The feminists are going to call me chauvinist. The men are going to call me simps. I'm just on an island by myself. But you've never been taught this way. And the reason you have it is because people have played with you. Ladies, feminine energies, whatever you are, feminine energy is relaxed energy. Besides, you can't be a receiver and not be relaxed at the same time. And this is for all of you feminine energies that are saying, you know what, Doc, I just want to rest and relax in my femininity. When you say soft girl era, you're talking about being relaxed, because anything that is relaxed is soft. Uh-oh, y'all, I think we got an eagle. Let me just wait. Hold on. I think we got an eagle. Y'all know I'm in the mood. Don't distract me tonight. Again, if you don't like this kind of self-awareness, this ain't the lie for you. You're going to get your feelings hurt. Is this making sense? So feminine energy, when it's relaxed, or feminine energy when it's in character, or in esteem is relaxed. Now, some of you are saying, well, then, Doc, are you saying I can't have a big job at work? Absolutely not. I'm not saying you can't be a boss, but this is what I know. I have friends who are attorneys, doctors, CEOs of several businesses who make millions of dollars a year. I have clients who make millions of dollars a year, and they all share something in common. They say to me, Doc, I'm a boss at work and I do these things and I lead these areas and all of these things, but doggone it, I don't want to come home and still be the boss. I don't want to come home and be the boss too. I have to do that all day. I have 50 employees that report to me. I'm responsible for $50 million budgets. You mean to tell me I have to lead a budget at work and then come home and tell my husband how to spend money? I have to come home and lecture my husband on what responsible spending is when I've just spent all day doing it? Ladies, some bells ought to be going off, ladies. Doc, what are you trying to say? I'm saying to you, you can be a boss and you can be relaxed at the same time, but you got to have the energy that balances you. Because if you got to be a boss at work and you got to be a boss at home, you're going to wear yourself out. And no wonder you don't feel like having physical intimacy. What woman would want to have physical intimacy when she's been the boss at work and she's got to come home and be the boss at home? Am I screaming? That's for all of you that get agitated. I'm talking about those of you that are in relationships. Obviously, if you're by yourself, you have no choice but to hold up the bargain. But this is why I know some of you are better off single. Some of you men are better off single because you are a leader that's willing to lead, and you come home to a man, a woman, or a feminine energy that wants to lead just as bad as you, and you don't have nothing to relax in. You ought to stay single, dude. I don't blame you. And some of you women are bosses and really want to relax in your feminine energy when you're not working or not running your business or not doing the great things that you're doing, only to have to come home and have to also lead your husband too. Oh boy, look at y'all. Some of y'all processing this. My salads are slow. Cash App, Zeb the Third, Venmo, Zeb the Third. Cash App, Venmo, Zeb the Third. I've said so much salad worthy stuff, and I only gave y'all one characteristic. We just getting started. Let's go back to the masculine side. Y'all ready? Let me give you another masculine energy trait. When masculine energy is in esteem, masculine energy is hardworking. Masculine energy is hardworking. This doesn't mean, for all of you sensitive people, that feminine energy is not hardworking. It doesn't mean that. It simply means that hardworking is a predominant trait of masculine energy, which means I don't understand how some of you ladies can date men that are lazy, and how a lazy man can claim to be a leader and he ain't got no work ethic. You a boss of what? Ain't no bossing in sleep. And yet some of y'all hit me with this stuff. Well, I'm going to hold them down. I'm going to ride for mine. No, you need to let them walk. Thank you, Cheryl, for the salad. I appreciate you. You need to let them walk. Stop riding for folk and let them walk. How you got a masculine man and he ain't got no work ethic? Where he masculine at? Thank you, Carmen, for the salad. I appreciate you. Where he masculine at? Oh, and don't sit up here you ladies and act like you don't ride with this, because many of you feminine energies, thank you, Loretta, for the salad. Oh, it's coming through now. Many of you feminine energies, you absolutely allow people to do this. Thank you, Yesha, for the salad. Oh, I'm talking y'all's language now. Many of you feminine energies, you do that. You work all day, feminine energies, as the boss, and you come home and your man on the couch playing PlayStation. And your response to me is, I'm holding my man down. He's going through a hard time. You don't need to hold him down, sis. You need to let him up. Don't hold him down. Let him up. And fellas, if you're going to be the leader, find a way. Find a way to work. Doc, how can you talk to us about this? Things are going great in your life. You don't know my story. If you only knew the grind that it took to get to where I am right now, and I ain't nowhere near where I need to be. And you ask anybody that knows me, guess what Doc does of the 24 hours a day? At least 18 to 19 of them work. And yet y'all talking about you want a masculine energy, but he lazy. Here you are working 80 hours, he working 20. And then you get home and you don't want to be intimate. He want to be intimate. He should be. He got all of that energy stored up. He ain't done nothing all day. He ought to have enough energy to go multiple rounds. And some of you feminine energies are dense enough to let him. Now, I don't know what you believe in, because I have clients in 28 countries, just under 900. I have clients who are atheist, Muslim, agnostic, Hindu, Buddhist, Seventh-day Adventist, Jehovah's Witness, you name it. And I also have clients that are Christians. And there's a verse that says, if a man doesn't work, he also shouldn't eat. And let me say this to you, feminine energies. He should not only not eat food, he shouldn't eat nothing. Food ain't the only thing he shouldn't be eating. And here y'all are, got men who claim to be masculine, but they ain't got no work ethic, and they eating everything they want. Y'all figure it out. Thank you, Entrada. Figure it out. Fellas, let me say this to you, because y'all not going to like this. Fellas, you going to know you tapped into your, I'm talking to men right now. I don't care if you are predominant masculine energy and you're a woman. You're going to have to sit through this segment right here. Fellas, listen to me and let me put you on game. When you are not accomplished the way you want, physical intimacy should be the last thing on your mind. You don't deserve none if you ain't got no work ethic. If you have not put your foot to the plow and worked. I don't expect nobody like, thank you, Desiree. I don't expect nobody like this. There's a price to pay for telling the truth. The red pill teaches us men, listen to me, men. Come on. Where are my men? I don't see a lot of men commenting. Where y'all at? Red pill teaches us men a very toxic message that because you're a man and you go to the gym, you're entitled to physical intimacy. I would beg to differ. If you are not tapped into your masculine energy in a healthy way, meaning you don't have a work ethic, you're not willing to lead, and all of these other things I'm going to say, physical intimacy and getting a woman will be the last thing that ought to be on your mind. Because let me help y'all. The mic's on. Physical intimacy feels better when you got some money. Physical intimacy feels better when you got some money in your pocket. And until then, park the car. put your car in the garage, put the garage door down, and go to work. I ain't never seen a time in my life where more broke dudes are having babies. Stop. I ain't got a problem with having babies, but don't be broke and have them. I guess my salads are cut off tonight. Feminine energy. Let's go back to the chart. Yeah, we just started. Aren't you blessed? You got another hour with me. Thank you, Anitra, for the salad. I appreciate you. Let's go back to the feminine energy side. Ladies, I ain't off of you. Y'all not going nowhere. Feminine energy. Feminine energy, when it is in esteem, expresses. E-X-P-R-E-S-S-E-S. Feminine energy expresses. It is expressive. When feminine energy is in esteem or in character, it is expressive. Thank you, Bridget, for the salad. It is expressive. You know what that means? Feminine energy is a master communicator when it's in esteem. Ladies, I'm about to make you upset. Feminine energy is expressive. It is a master communicator when it is in esteem, which means, ladies, when you get pissed off and you shut down, you're not acting like no feminine energy. Thank you, Monday. Look at that. I ain't seen no oops, ouch, right. I don't want to talk. You go from talking folks to death all day, texting all day, talking your man to death all day, to all of a sudden you ain't got nothing to say. Thank you, Talia. Aggie Pride. You go from talking your man to death all day to now you offended and you ain't got nothing to say for hours and days. That ain't feminine energy. Feminine energy is expressive. You ain't gonna like it. I know. It's part of what makes you the awesome feminine beings that you are. The nurturers and the people that care so hard. It's part of what makes you who you are. So when you decide you're so pissed off that you ain't got nothing to say, and you decide, I'm going to just shut down. Thank you, Gloria. I'm going to just shut down. You're not operating in your feminine energy. Which is why I gave you this example last night. That then when you act that way, a man who's in his masculine should sit on your lap and he should kiss you all over your face and tickle you until you come out of that foolishness. He should not become what you are. Quiet as well. Y'all ain't never heard feminine and masculine energy talk like this, have you? Just making sense? So for all of you ladies whose defense mechanism is to shut down, or I got a better one, you're a track star. You're going to run away when it gets hard. You one of them. When you become one of them, under stress and tension, you're not in your feminine energy. And let's not confuse shutting down with walking away. They ain't the same. Because sometimes walking away is necessary to combat things like ignorance. But I'm talking about those of you that every time you're in a heated argument or disagreement, or here's a better one, is the mic on? Let me see what woman got the boldness to send me a salad when I say this. Because it's going to take some growth to admit this. You ready? Let's see who's going to be bold enough to do it. Or feminine energies, when somebody tells you something you don't like. Thank you, Miss Dana's blessings. I appreciate you. Yeah, somebody tells you something you don't like, then all of a sudden you ain't got nothing to say. You've been all talky all day, chatty patty all day, and now you ain't got nothing to say. You go from chatty patty to being quiet. You're not operating in your feminine energy. Making sense? Let's go back to the masculine side. Is this making sense? Thank you, Cena, for the salad. I appreciate you sending that on a very difficult part because I'm talking about women or feminine energies. All of you sensitive people. Thank you, Nelly. Masculine energy. When in esteem, directional. Thank you, Deborah. And sense of purpose. Y'all can't read my handwriting. I'm just showing you how I'm doing it. Oh, man, I hate that. Thank you, A Mystery of Love, for tuning in. You had some really solid comments tonight, and I appreciate you. I appreciate that so much. Please check out the replay tonight. Thank you for your contributions. Masculine energy, when it's in esteem, is directional and has a strong sense of purpose. I like that, Michelle Strine. That's a really good comment, and I'm not trying to do comments while I talk, but I'm seeing some really good comments tonight. Y'all are really engaging tonight. I have a problem in a fight that I don't have the right words because the words I want to say are hurtful and not really true. I am having trouble finding the right words. Well, part of, depending on if you're predominantly masculine or feminine energy, is having the emotional regulation to choose the words that are appropriate for the moment. Effective communication is like cutting on a sink or a faucet. You set the temperature according to the cup that you're pouring in. All right. And so that's a legitimate comment. Listen, y'all, when masculine energy is in esteem, can I say this? It's directional, got a sense of purpose. Y'all, fellas, especially, how you going to be a predominantly masculine energy, but you don't know where you're going? You don't know where you're going. You don't know what direction you're heading in. None of that stuff. And let me tell you why this is important. Because you can't lead nobody if you don't know where you're going. No gifts on TikTok, only Cash App, Venmo. Is this making sense? You can't lead nothing if you don't know where you're going. Now get it. I get it. Masculine energies, feminine energies. I get it. There come seasons of your life where you hit walls and you don't know what the next move is. I'm not talking about that. I'm not suggesting that every single moment of every single day, you're going to always know every single next move. I'm not suggesting that. But predominantly, you should have an idea of where you're going. April, will you pin the salad information, please, April, on TikTok? Is this making sense? You should have at least an idea most days where you're going. And a directionless masculine energy is going to be hard to follow. Is it making sense? You got to have vision. I like that word, Libby. Gotta have vision. Watch this. And your vision got to be so strong that you can't get in your feelings when people can't see it. See, what really throws a lot of men off and puts them in their feminine energy. Thank you, Christina, for the salad. I appreciate that so much. You know what really puts a lot of men, masculine energies in their feminine? When they have a vision and then the people around them can't see it. Then all of a sudden they start melting like butter. Oh, nobody believes in me. Nobody want to give me a shot. Nobody. Let me tell you about this dude, light-skinned dude that's 6'3" with a bald head that decided to sit one day in a car and record 10-minute videos that were summaries on client conversations. And they said stuff to me like, dude, you got good information, but ain't nobody going to sit through here and listen to a 10-minute conversation. Ain't nobody going to listen to a 10-minute conversation about no clients. I mean, you've got some great stuff to say, but the video too long. Oh, and by the way, why you got that stupid hat on your head? Thank you, people are monsters. I appreciate that. Why you got that stupid hat on your head, dude? Ain't nobody gonna look at you with a hat on your head. And people literally put in the comments that said, good stuff, Doc, good content, but man, ain't nobody gonna listen to this. Yeah, 6 views, 2 likes on average for videos. You know what I kept doing? I kept recording. Because when masculine energy has vision and is confident in that vision, that energy ain't thinking about none of y'all. And I kept recording and wearing a hat and watch people make ignorant comments about a hat that I wear, 2 hats that I wear that were made by women at my church who used to help us feed the homeless. When our church fed and clothed people every single month. In fact, to be specific, over 20,000 people in less than 6 years with a membership of less than 200 people. And so these beanies you see on my head are a reflection of what a woman who was in a nursing home did to help us feed homeless people. So when I wear the hat, it is a reminder of my purpose. And yet I had enough confidence to watch ignorant people in the comments say stupid stuff about my hats and stupid stuff about my 10-minute videos. Now look at you. You watching me, I ain't watching you. You know why? Because I had a vision and I stuck to it. And that's what masculine energy does. Now we in production to mass produce these hats that all of y'all want. Ain't that something? That when you got a vision that people don't understand, but you locked into your vision, it don't matter who don't get it, because eventually everybody gonna get it. That's masculine energy. That makes sense? Okay? Now, feminine energy. This helping anybody? Listen, I only got 93,000 likes on TikTok. I'm not moving. To everybody on every network hits the like button or the love button. If you're on Facebook and YouTube, I need you to like the video. I need you to share and subscribe now. If you're on Instagram, I need you to hit the love button. Come on, hit that heart. I need it to fly up. Yeah, right. We need a moment of silence because some of y'all got to pick your jaw off the floor for all the ignorant comments you used to make about my hats. Now you know what they mean. Good to see you, Dez. If that's the Dez I think it is, good to see you, little brother. TikTok, hit that like quickly. Appreciate that, Nick the Barber. Thank you so much. You tune in regularly. Appreciate you. Like it, y'all. Come on, hurry. TikTok, I need 150,000 likes right now. Everybody like the video. I'm going to pause the whole live until y'all hit like. Let's go. Why? Because I need y'all to get in the algorithm. Hey, y'all hear about TikTok? Those of you that are in America, did you hear that TikTok might be shut down? TikTok might be shut down. So if you're on TikTok and you don't follow me on YouTube, I need you to do that right away. When am I taking this wisdom on the road? 2024. My plan is to be in 5 to 6 major cities this year. I don't know when it's going to start, but it is in the works. We're going to be there. And there's going to be central locations where you may not have to go no further than 1 or 2 states over to get there. I want to see you in person. I'm bringing this to the road. You can believe it. Some of us are one way online. Some of us better in person. YouTube at Zeb the Third. At Zeb the Third. At Zeb the Third. Yeah, they're censoring a lot. I've been censored on TikTok. I've been shadow banned on TikTok. I've had followers taken off. I was knocked down 7,000 followers randomly. There's a part of me that wishes TikTok would not go away in America. There's a part of me that ain't even mad. TikTok does censor a lot of information and a lot of content. And I think it is foolishness, to be honest with you. All right. Y'all like the video. All right. Feminine energy. Let's go. Let's talk about feminine energy. Y'all ready? Venmo, Zeb the Third, Cash App, $ Zeb the Third. Where's April? April, where are you tonight? Are you in? Jonathan, where are you guys? Cash App, $ Zeb the Third. If you want to support, Venmo, Zeb the Third. Charlotte's on the list, 83 miles an hour for sure. Yeah, God definitely got me. I ain't worried about it. That's why I don't worry about getting canceled. If you didn't call me, you can't cancel me. Don't ever forget that. I was called to do this. You spiritual folks would understand the word anointed. I was anointed to do this work. That's where we are. All right. Feminine energy. Let's talk about it. Thank you so much, Classy Diva. Let me give you another feminine energy trait. I need to hurry up because it's 10:17 and I'm doing a lot of talking. Feminine energy, when it's in esteem, write this down on your paper. Y'all ready? I am giving more description on feminine energy. I'm going back and forth. Y'all are so impatient. Good Lord. Feminine energy, when it's in esteem, is willing to show emotion. Feminine energy, when it's in esteem, thank you, Kenya. Feminine energy, when it's in esteem, is willing to show emotion. Feminine energy, when in esteem, willing to show emotion, which means when you are a majority dominantly, thank you, Sarah, for the salad. When you are dominantly in your feminine energy, when you lead by your feminine energy, you are willing to show emotion, right? You are willing to show emotion, which means you don't see emotion, feminine energies, as weakness or being soft or being a punk. I've had a lot of women talk about how they shy away from emotion because they don't want to be seen as weak. Okay? They don't want to be seen as weak or a pushover. And you don't realize that when feminine energy is in esteem, it's comfortable showing emotion. And the reason why many of you, especially women, struggle with showing your emotion to men is because you've been giving your emotion to the wrong man. That was salad worthy. See, the only people that's got you mad about showing emotion are men that can't handle it. Because it takes a man's man to be able to hug you and embrace you in your emotion and let you get in your feelings sometimes, talk you off the ledge, and make you feel safe and solid. Thank you, Emma. Thank you, Reese. You were recommended to me. Thank you, Brandon. That's a guy. Oh, hold on. I like this. You were recommended to me. Should I catch these in order? Or will it make a difference? Brandon, jump on now, Brandon. Brandon Hodge. I appreciate that comment. Watch the rest of this and then go back and watch part one, please. It's an honor to have you here. I'm so grateful you were recommended. I love when men chime in. I love it. I got a thing for empowering men in this work. Most of my clients are women. But let me tell you something, you feminine energies. When you are relaxing your feminine energy, you're willing to show emotion. And you're going to know you have the right masculine energy next to you when that masculine energy embraces your emotion. Watch this, and is strong enough to tell you when you're doing too much. I said embrace your emotion, not be led in it. Embrace your emotion, not be led by your emotion. Embrace your emotion. Do y'all hear the difference? There is a difference between embracing emotion and being led by emotion. And when you have a masculine energy by your side and you are being led by your emotion, the strength of that masculine energy is going to say, hold on, baby, hold on, baby. I know how you feel, but listen, don't let this cause you to do something you will regret. And I hear you. I hear some of you saying and mumbling under your breath, Doc, I'd love to do it, but I've never been safe enough to be able to do that. I'm telling you, there's a contingent of men out here that are operating in healed masculine energy that can answer that prayer. Thank you, Kay. I appreciate that. The salad. Are y'all listening to me? You don't need a man that wants to squelch your emotion. You need a man that can teach you how to use it in a healthy way. And if he doesn't have to teach you because you can do it, because a man doesn't have to teach you everything. You want a man that can support you knowing how to do it in a healthy way. And when you become unhealthy with it, because emotions can fool us and make a fool out of us. That's men and women. So when your emotion goes too far, you want a masculine energy that can say, hey, let's reel this in. And yes, I agree, Lou. Thank you so much. Yes, masculine men need to embrace their emotion too. This does not make masculine energy. This does not make masculine energy emotionless. That's toxic masculine energy narrative. This is not what I'm, this is not that. This ain't that channel. You can be masculine and fully embrace your emotions. Thank you, Artina. I appreciate you. All right, let's go back to masculine. I'm going back and forth. Y'all, I hope I can get through this whole list. I got to hurry. Masculine energy, when it's in esteem, planners and thinkers. Masculine energy, when they're in esteem, planners and thinkers. Planners and thinkers. Fellas, masculine energies, whether you're a man or not. Masculine energies, listen to me. You cannot tell me. You cannot say to me that you are a masculine energy, but then you don't have a plan. I don't care if you create a plan that don't work. Don't you dare claim to be a masculine energy when you ain't got no plan. I don't care if your plan sounds so astronomical that the feminine energy in your life laughs at you and calls you nuts like people laughed at me when none of you knew me. Who's this dude talking about all these videos? Talking about something. You got 2 jobs. 1, be better today than what you were yesterday. 2, don't forget what I told you. I could show some of y'all some inbox messages where folks was clowning me. Doc, what is you talking about? What that mean? That's stupid. Now look. You gotta have a plan. You have to have a plan. And you got to be a thinker. Which is why when a man or a masculine energy, for you sensitive people, when a masculine energy makes a decision and then says, I wasn't thinking, what they're saying to you is they were operating in their feminine energy. Doc, are you saying that feminine energies don't think? I'm not saying that. I'm saying that masculine energy was not operating in their primary masculine energy, because primary masculine energy is always thinking. We don't just make a move without thinking about the next move. Masculine energy doesn't make one move without thinking about the next 2. So when a masculine energy does something and said, oh man, oh babe, I didn't mean to do it. I wasn't thinking. What they're saying is they were operating in their feminine. They weren't operating in their masculine. Which means chances are they let their emotions get the best of them. They let their emotions get the best of them. Thank you, Kenya. Kenya, you're doing an excellent job moderating tonight. I appreciate you. Kenya, shoot me a note. I'm looking for new moderators. Shoot me a note. Kenya, shoot me a DM. I really appreciate that. I've got great moderators, April and Jonathan. Does this make sense? Okay? Y'all talking about somebody cleared it up. No, I meant what I said. Y'all stop being sensitive. When a man doesn't make a decision or a masculine energy makes a decision, and that masculine energy says, I wasn't thinking, he was acting in his feminine. Because feminine energy can oftentimes be led by emotion. We just talked about this. Okay? Does this make sense? Again, it doesn't mean that you cannot be emotional. It just means you don't live in them. All right? Feminine energy. Go back to the feminine energy side, y'all. We're here. All right? Feminine energy. When it's in a steam, feminine energy wants to feel love. I'm about to hurt some feelings right here. This is going to be so tight. Feminine energy, y'all, when it's in a steam, wants to feel love. Yeah, this is probably Topo Chico time. I agree. Because what I'm about to say is going to hurt some feelings. Feminine energy, when it's in a steam, wants to feel love. Which means, y'all, my show is unofficially sponsored by Topo Chico. Unofficially, because, they ain't called me back yet. I will be sponsored by Topo Chico before the summer. Mark my word. Just calling it into existence. Feminine energy, when it's in a steam, wants to feel love. Which means it is the natural desire of a feminine energy to feel love and affection. Sincere love and affection. I did not say physical intimacy. I said love and affection. About to get in trouble with what I'm getting ready to say. I didn't say love and affection. I didn't say physical intimacy. I said love and affection. Y'all like and share the video. We're only at about 1,200 viewers tonight. You ready? I'm going to say this. And ladies, I apologize in advance. Ladies, when you're in your feminine energy, you naturally want to feel love and affection that is sincere, which is why when a woman can be connected to a masculine energy purely on a physical basis, that feminine energy is not in a steam. It's out of a steam. Feminine energy, when it's in a steam and healthy, desires love and affection more than physical intimacy. So when physical intimacy is able to be had by a feminine energy with no desire for love and affection, you're acting like a dude. I'm going to just let that sit for a while. And if you are, just be honest about where you are. I'm not judging you. I'm not judging you. Maybe that's the part of you. The physical intimacy is the part of you that is still tapped into its masculine. But let me just say this in plain English, because some of you still may look a little confused. Feminine energy ain't built for friends with benefits. You're not built that way. Thank you, Carlina. Feminine energy ain't built for solely friends with benefits. You're not. You're not. Not feminine, not healed feminine energy, no. You're not built that way. You know why? Because at your core, you desire love and affection. You're not built for friends with benefits. And if you like that, you're just in a phase in your life where your masculine is a little bit stronger than your feminine, and that's okay. You gotta be honest with that. Ah, look at y'all reevaluating your life because some of you are in those situations right now. And you like it, and that's cool. I'm not judging you. I'm not judging you. If that's what you like, who am I to judge you? I'm not judging you. I'm just saying to you though, if you're predominantly feminine energy, if you're predominantly feminine energy, and that's what you enjoy, then that's what you dominate in. And I hear you because some of y'all put in the comments, yeah, that ain't what I like, but I'll do it because I can't turn this live into that. What I try to get men to understand is that women crave physical intimacy just as much as men, but they tend to crave it more in their natural feminine energy when it is healthy. When they're in their natural feminine energy, they tend to crave it more when it is healthy. Thank you, Camille, for the Topo Chico love as always. That's what they tend to do when it's healthy. Thank you, Valencia. And when it's not, they can still perform. And they can still do what they do because they desire physical intimacy just as much as men do. But they are then at that point just performing. And when they're performing, they're acting like men who can be completely detached from the neck up. But if they turn on from the neck down, that's all that most men need to perform. Thank you, Carlene. I appreciate the support. I'm serious. I'm just telling you the truth. Y'all have to like this. Emily is, I don't know who Emily is on TikTok, but she going in. I'm an athlete. God. Oh, God. Emily, I'm an athlete too. See, y'all gonna mess around and meet your match. Y'all are gonna mess around and meet your match. And y'all better be careful. Y'all better be, Emily, y'all better be careful. Y'all gonna mess around and meet your match talking crazy. All right? Okay? Masculine energy. Y'all on your list? Okay. We're gonna get to men with feminine energy. Maybe tonight. It's 10:34, y'all. Wow. Masculine energy, when in esteem. Let's see, what's the next one I want to give you? Strong focus on winning. This is important. 2 words I want you to highlight: winning and learning. When masculine energy is in esteem, it's a strong focus on winning and learning. Why are y'all what is going on Instagram? Can you speak on this in gay terms, please? Like feminine women versus masculine women. My brain is doing cartwheels here. Yeah, Chief of Style. I appreciate you for that comment. Yeah, and I'm trying to go back and forth. That's totally fair. I have clients that are in gay relationships, and so I'm trying to flip back and forth to both, where I'm talking about men and women, but then you will hear me say masculine energy, feminine energy, right? Remember, you got to have masculine and feminine energy in order to have polarity. We talked about this yesterday. So there is no attraction without both energies. So I don't care what you like. If you boy, girl, boy, girl, whatever. If you don't have a positive and a negative charge, it ain't going to be no real polarity. You might have a good time, but there ain't going to be no real attraction. I know y'all can't read my writing. It's terrible. Y'all stop. Okay? So yes, I'm trying to go back and forth. No problem. Thank you, Chief of Style. So masculine energy is focused on winning and learning. When a masculine energy is in esteem, it wants to win, which masculine energies understand that. But let me tell you what masculine energies are struggling with today. Masculine energies are struggling with learning. Oh, masculine energies struggle with learning. You know why? Because most masculine energies are busy talking and can't shut up. Most masculine energies are so busy talking that they can't shut up. And what masculine energies don't understand is that it takes real strength to be able to shut up and listen. Y'all, I can't tell you how many calls I'm on with masculine energies, whether they're men or women. I'm trying to get a point through to them, and they can't shut up and hear what I'm saying. And then they say all of this stuff, and then a lot of times don't even remember what they said. You know why? Because you're busy talking. Masculine energy is about winning and learning, not just winning, which means in order to learn, sometimes you got to shut up. You know what I discovered about masculine energy that's toxic? Toxic masculine energy? Toxic masculine energy struggles with listening. Don't know how to shut up. Gonna have to have the last word. Gonna have to have the loudest word. Don't know how to shut up. Doc, are you like this in your private life? No, ask people that know me. You get around me, I sit in the corner. I don't say hardly nothing. I laugh. You know, if I'm around my family, friends, laughing is going like that. Doc's real quiet. And most people don't believe that I'm a natural introvert. It locks me into my masculine energy. It makes me a great listener. I have to be a great listener in order to do the work that I do. To catch details and then bring you stories. Doc, how you have all the details? Because I shut up and listen. People that know me personally know I'm an introvert for real. Ask the people on these lives that know me. Know me. This stuff is all for the work. This is my passion. I'm loud about my passion, but in private, I ain't got much to say. I'm enjoying myself, relaxed. That's a fact. Hey, y'all, masculine energy simply means you not only want to win, but you want to learn. And masculine energies, you can't be a learner if all you do is talk. You got to learn how to shut up and listen. Chief of Staff laid it out. Masculine folks can't be wrong. They can't apologize. They don't take accountability. You are absolutely on it, Chief of Staff. You're on it. That's the truth. I tell you, people from church, people from so many circles that have known me in so many circles will tell you, I'm not a very loud guy. The only time I'm loud is when I'm doing my work. Whatever I'm called to do, then it's just like I flip a switch and I get in that. But when I'm out of it, I'm right back into this quiet frame, sitting back, chilling. Because masculine energy is learning, it's poised, it listens more than it talks, it takes in and analyzes more than it tries to engage. Yes, hit the like button, everybody on TikTok. Y'all with me? Now, when a man ignores you or masculine energy ignores you and shuts down, that's toxic. That's what red pill teaches. Red pill teaches, hey, just shut down, cut her off, don't say nothing. Ghost her. No contact. Come on, man. Masculine energy is calm, because this is what I've discovered about true masculine energy. When masculine energy is calm, calm masculine energy walks in chaos and makes the room calm down. You know why my friends and people that are close to me like being around me? Because let me tell you compliments I hear all the time. Doc, when I'm around you, I feel safe. Doc ain't no big muscular dude. Now I'm 6'3" and in shape. Former athlete. I ain't no slouch. But Doc, you're just so calm, Doc. You don't get worked up. I know. I show up, do what I got to do, shut down what I got to shut down, address what I got to address, and move on about my business. Ain't gonna be no whole lot of back and forth like the Aaliyah record. Am I bragging? Probably. Ain't gonna be no whole back and forth like the Aaliyah record. Uh-uh. Sean's right. I like that, Sean, on TikTok. Bro, I always took that as a compliment. When they're sent my way, that's always a cue I'm being right. You absolutely right. Dude, when you show up in the spot as a masculine energy, man or woman, if that's your predominant energy, you show up and people feel the sense of calm when you walk in the room, that's top tier. Some of you masculine energy show up and you so on edge that everybody around the room gets on edge. Ain't nothing masculine about that. Calm down. It's calm, strong energy. I'll tell you where I learned it from. I learned it from my father. My father, Dr. Talley, PhD from Virginia Tech, Phi Theta Kappa. He's made 3 Bs in college all of his life. Runs the board of school superintendents for the state of Virginia. He's a walking genius. And I watched him lay people out and never raise his voice. Ever. He literally would lay people out and never raise his voice. I watched him get people together and never raise his voice. Let me tell you something. It's a feminine energy. They see that and the floodgates open. Y'all can take that how you want it. A woman can relax in that. She didn't have a chaotic day and you show up and walk in the house and she can feel peace when you open the door. You either got it, fellas, or you don't. And if you don't have it, you got to work on that. Y'all with me? This making sense? Yeah, I'm an Aggie. 2-time Aggie. Aggie Pride. Yes, sir. Master's and PhD from A&T. Thank you, Valerie, for the salad. Y'all got what I'm saying? Let's keep going. I gotta hurry. Feminine energy. Y'all on your list? Hey, my salads are dry. April. Thank you, April. My salads are dry. I don't know what's going on, April. I guess I'm not teaching good tonight. I'm giving y'all dimes tonight. I promise you. My salads are dry. What's going on? Support the show. Support the show. Or the live. Feminine energy. When in esteem, feminine energy. Let's see. Let me give you the next one. Y'all with me? Oh, this is good. Craves, love, safety, and stability. Feminine energy. When it's in esteem, in character, craves, love, safety, and stability. Chief of Style, you dropping some bars for real, Chief of Style. I appreciate that. You really dropping some bars. I'm loving what you're posting on IG. I appreciate you contributing tonight. Y'all, feminine energy craves love, safety, and stability. We know what love is. We talk about that. Safety. Safety ain't all about being with a masculine energy that's going to beat everybody up. That's toxic masculinity. That's that red pill stuff that y'all read. That's why they say, go to the gym. You got to be able to protect her. Let me tell y'all something. I'm too pretty and rich to fight. I'll do what I got to do. I'm 6'3". I ain't no small dude. I'll do what I got to do. In shape. Not, slim. Many of you have seen me. Fitted suits. That's what I do. But y'all, I'm too rich and pretty to fight. I got attorneys for that. You know how I provide safety? In the courtroom. See, and some of you are still on this toxic stuff. See, Yeah, I provide safety, you know, I provide safety by fighting people. Yeah, Doc do what he got to do. Don't get it mixed. Don't get it twisted. Couple of college scholarships to play ball. Didn't take him, one tall enough to go to the league. Doc ain't soft. But see, that's the problem. Some of you have so much of a street mentality that you can't even understand masculine and feminine principles because you think masculine is fighting. No, I think masculine is calling my attorney. Because if something happened to me, I can't protect my family when I'm no longer here. I can't protect my family if I ain't here. Some of y'all are just, whew. So no, I ain't never seen Jay-Z in the street fight. Not now. Not rich Jay-Z. You don't see Obama in the street fighting. You don't see CEOs in the street fighting. Not, at least not legitimate ones. You don't. But they do have their attorneys on speed dial. And because I've done so much community work in the community, I can walk into rough spots in my hometown and be welcomed with open arms. On the streets, they call them goons. I don't. when you do right as a man and you have vision and you have solid energy and you're a winner and a learner and a planner and a thinker, people will fight your battles for you. No, it's the truth, like literally. I know what it's like to walk in churches and be in a ministry and be in a church and have some of the biggest drug dealers sitting right in the church. Everything on lock. You know why? Because I had the respect. Feminine energy craves love and safety and stability. Stability. Which means feminine energy feels relaxed when they are stable. And stability is more than just monetary stability. Thank you, Charmaine, for the salad. I appreciate it. I was on a drought. I don't know. Maybe I'm not teaching well. Feminine energy craves stability, which means feminine energy wants to be in a space where not only are they financially stable, they feel emotionally stable. They feel like they're in an environment where their emotions can be stable. Their minds and their thoughts can rest in stability. Spiritual stability. All of these things. Stability, y'all. Y'all, stability is the new six pack. It ain't $1 million. It ain't how many bodies you got. It ain't how much money you make. Stability and self-control are the new six packs. If you got self-control and stability, you win it. And as you record that, hurry. If you have stability and self-control, you're winning. That's masculine energy, feminine energy, whatever energy you want to label yourself. If you have self-control and stability, you win it big. Big. Because you can't have self-control and stability without discipline. And you can't have discipline without commitment. And you can't have commitment without consistency. I just dropped down some words that y'all need to have. And I don't see nobody writing them, and I don't see no salads. Stability, self-control, discipline, commitment, consistency. I'll say it again. Self-control, stability, discipline, commitment, consistency. Stability, self-control, discipline, commitment, consistency. Self-control, stability, discipline, commitment, consistency. When you have those things, you can't be faded. Masculine energy, feminine energy, it don't matter what you have. You got to have that. That's the core of this stuff. Okay. And feminine energy craves that. Feminine energy loves to be connected to stability because they know if they're connected to stability, they're probably connected to safety. If they're connected to safety, they're probably connected to stability and self control and discipline and commitment. It opens up the Pandora's box to greater things that they're typically connected to. Okay? Let me hurry. And we talked a little bit about this yesterday about younger women dating older men and why that is the case. And I really believe that's the case, that you're starting to see a lot of younger women that are dating up. And that's such a complex topic. I probably need to spend a lot to go through that. I don't have an issue with dating gaps, age gaps. I really don't. If two different, um, if there's an age gap between two people and the maturity levels are the same, it works. It's more about maturity level than it is age. Maturity level, and I would maybe even say life experiences. I'm going to have to do a live on that because I have a lot of clients that are young that are dating up. And they're coming to me saying that I'm dating up, doc, because I'm in my 20s and 30s, and the guys in that age range aren't showing the maturity that they need. Now, that's just not a blanket statement saying all guys aren't that. So if you're a guy listening, I'm not implying that you don't have that. All right. I'm not implying that. I'm just talking about things that I've heard from clients, right? But it's not, a lot of my clients have have age gaps. I have zero problems with that. None whatsoever. And we'll talk about that, okay? I promise you I will. I'll do a live on that. Age gaps. Masculine energy. Real quick, y'all. Let me give you these final three. And then we're going to have to talk about out of esteem tomorrow. We're going to have to talk about out of esteem tomorrow. And that'll help to kind of bring us to an end. Masculine energy. Let me move through these quickly. Craves freedom. Are you on your list? Get your list. Craves freedom. Where my salad support tonight. $ Zep the Third Cash App or Zep the Third on Venmo. Masculine energy craves freedom. And then some of you are going to try to put limits. I don't have time to deal with this now. It should only, I see a comment, it should only be 10 years. And hey, to each his own. I'm not going to go back and forth with y'all on that. Reality of the matter is I've seen people that are 1 year apart and they were really 20 years apart in maturity. And I've seen people 20 years apart that were really only 2 years apart in maturity. Y'all put too much emphasis on time, to be frank with you, when you really need to put more emphasis on maturity. That's just a fact. But whatever. Y'all, masculine energy craves freedom. It craves freedom. Why? Because freedom is necessary to pursue purpose. Which is why a lot of times you will see a masculine energy. Man, woman, it doesn't matter. You'll know that you're predominantly in your masculine energy when you're even working a job that isn't satisfying you, that isn't pleasing you to the extent that you know you deserve. And you'll absolutely walk away from a great job to pursue something that you really want to do. That's masculine energy. I didn't say gender, I said masculine energy. Because I know a lot of women that's just like that. This ain't just to men, it's for women too. I know a lot of women who own jobs like, look, I'm way better than this. I'm not about to sit up here and work for this employer with all of these degrees or all of these years just to get a green jacket after 50 years. And I'm only making $30,000 after 50 years when I can take all of this talent somewhere else and figure something out. Masculine energy craves the freedom of being able to go beyond limits. Masculine energy doesn't do well in boxes. Doesn't. Doc, why is your approach the way it is? Because nobody else is doing it. I don't do well with boxes. I just don't. Okay? Feminine energy. Y'all go to the feminine side. Are y'all writing down? Your journal should be loaded. My salads are dry, April. What are they doing to me? April, I must be teaching horrible. April, I must be doing bad. Y'all support the show or the live. Feminine energy. We'll give you another one. Oh, this is good. Highly intuitive. Oh, boy. When feminine energy is in esteem, highly intuitive. Highly intuitive. You can tell when your feminine energy is in place because it's highly intuitive. Y'all stop trying to read this paper. Y'all can't read this crazy handwriting. You have to get somebody to give you the notes and go back and watch the replay, y'all. Thank you, Miss Lady, for typing it in. Highly intuitive. Feminine energy is naturally intuitive. This is what makes you great nurturers. Great with leading people and leading children, especially. Feminine energy can absolutely feel what others are feeling. Now, I want you to be careful with this because intuition in a broken frame can't be trusted. Would you record that in all caps? That was salad worthy. Intuition in a broken frame can't be trusted. I'm about to get in trouble. Intuition in a broken frame can't be trusted. This is for all of you that try to give your discernment a lifetime achievement award. You can't give your discernment a lifetime achievement award. When you broken, your discernment ain't reliable. I laugh when people get in their feelings and then think they sense and stuff and then say discernment, no, you broken. When you broken, your discernment can't be trusted. Discernment is only as trusted as your health, as your healing. I know, y'all don't like that. When you broken, your discernment broken. When you're not healed, your discernment ain't healed. It's that simple. It can't be trusted. That would make you unstable. I like that being Nicole. That would make you double-minded. And you Christians know this Bible verse that says, a double-minded man or woman is unstable in all their ways. Which means when you double-minded, back and forth, broken, your discernment is unstable. Not only is your discernment unstable, everything about you is unstable. So I'm pro feminine energy being tapped into its discernment and intuition. I believe that. But what you tapping into got to be healed, or else it can't be trusted. We'll put this in all caps, y'all, because there's levels to this. Levels. Put this in all caps. If it ain't healed, it can't be trusted. Hurry. That was salad worthy. I'm starving. If it ain't healed, it can't be trusted. I don't care what it is. I don't care what the energy is, spirit is, whatever. If it ain't healed, can't be trusted. And some of you are just trusting a discernment and an intuition that's coming from a grounded place that's broken. You got to fix the brokenness so that you can be healed, so that your intuition can be clear. so that your intuition can be trusted. If not, y'all, we can't trust that. Let me hurry. Masculine energy, y'all. I'm running over. I got 2 more. Then I'm done. I think. Wait. Oh yeah. 2 more. Masculine energy. Are y'all here? Are you writing on your list? You got your 2-sided list? Masculine energy, when it's in esteem, is calm. We talked a little bit about this. Calm, deep breathers, and still. Calm, deep breathers, and still. Calm, deep breathers, and still. Y'all, listen to me. When you're operating in your masculine energy, you're calm, but not only you're calm, you're a deep breather. You pause. You don't react to everything. You don't react to everything that comes your way. Yes, you can support Cash App and Venmo. $ Zep the Third Cash App, Zep the Third Venmo. When you are calm and a deep breather, you don't respond to everything. You think before you respond. You pause. You're still. I saw a video of a very well-known person. This was months ago. A well-known woman, personality, who was at a fight, a boxing fight, and she was fighting other women. And the dude that she was with, instead of calming her down, sees her fighting, and he becomes more agitated than she is. And they're both in there fighting like mongrels because that masculine energy didn't do his job. Feminine energies, when you're around a healed masculine energy, and y'all go to a restaurant and that waitress has your food wrong, and you want to get emotional about it and try to go off to the waiter or waitress, that masculine energy is going to say, hold on, relax, I got this. And that masculine energy is going to address what's wrong with that food or what's wrong with the order and ask if something better can be prepared. That masculine energy is not going to sit there and watch that feminine energy do all of this and get all loud. I'll turn this place out. And then the masculine energy said, I know that's right. I got your back. No, you're both acting like feminine energies, man. Stop. Stop. Just stop. Ain't nothing strong about that. Ain't nothing masculine about that. And some of you feminine energies ain't used to that. You know why? Because some of you are used to having to be the ones that are calm. You busy calming the masculine energy down. It's wild to me when I walk up in spots and I see the feminine energy more calm than the masculine energy. Wait, how that happened? It's a sign of the times we're in. Look at the fights that are posted on social media. You see dudes getting ready to fight, and guess who pulling them back? Feminine energies. No, baby, don't do it. No. It's wild to me. Ain't nothing cute about that. Feminine energy. Feminine energy, when in esteem, watch this, physically active. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go to bed because I think this is about to turn to the Facebook Live. This is about to turn to the masculine feminine revival after dark. I might have to do a 1 p.m. a 1 a.m. Eastern time live so we can talk about some grown stuff from a heel perspective. If some of y'all are ready for it. Feminine energy, when it's in esteem, is physically active. What do I mean by physically active? I mean enjoys physical activities. Feminine energy likes to move, likes to be busy on the go. Feminine energy doesn't always like to just lay around. Now, there is such a thing as, being a feminine energy, but you enjoy being a homebody. Maybe you don't like to run the streets. You don't want to be all out in the mix. And, you don't always want to be in the mix. Sometimes you want to be a homebody. There's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes I'm a masculine energy and I like to be a homebody. Sometimes I don't always like to go out. Sometimes I like to just be to myself and in my place. But feminine energy enjoys being physical, enjoys doing things, right? Being involved in things, trying things. Okay. Um, they like physical activity. They like dancing, right? It's dancing is a physical activity, right? You go to a little spot and you see people dancing. A lot of times it's the women out there. Dudes are standing up against the corner. They got one leg up against the wall. I wish I could stand up and show y'all, but you have to see my gray sweats, and then y'all will really try to report me. They have one leg up against the wall. They chilling, trying to be hard. And be feminine energy out there that's dancing. They like activity. They like moving. They like being active. This is why I say that feminine energy is not anti-physical. Women enjoy physical intimacy just as much as men do. Don't be fooled. Don't be fooled. If you are married to your wife and your wife does not enjoy physical intimacy with you, there is something wrong in your marriage. And she can say, well, hey, I'm tired. She can say, hey, you know, um, I got a headache. She can say all of these things. I'm telling you, when a feminine energy is in a steam and feels safe and secure and stable, for real, you can't get her off of you. You can't get that feminine energy, rather, off of you. That's a fact. And if you can get them off of you, because they ain't coming near you, there's probably something wrong in that marriage, that connection. You talking about something? I see a comment on IG. You telling the truth. Some of y'all done told your people your cycle's on 4 times this month. My cycle on. Let me stop. Because this could go left bad. All right. Finally, masculine energy. Last one. When masculine energy is in esteem, it is decisive. Last one tonight. When masculine energy is in the scene, it is decisive. Y'all see that? I know y'all can't read it. Decisive. Yep, you got migraines. That's right, Bronx, Harlem girl. You got migraines for 6 months. You didn't have 4 cycles in a month. You tired 6 nights out of the week. You only work 5 hours a day. 5 hours that day. I'm telling you, y'all come up with reasons because you don't feel safe and stable. Masculine energy, when it is in esteem, is decisive. It's decisive, which means it can make a decision and stick with it. There ain't a lot of back and forth. If masculine energy is your predominant frame and you always going back and forth on your decisions, you're going through a moment in your life. As someone with a predominant masculine energy, I found that when I find myself going back and forth on decisions and waffling, that means my esteem is off. I'm off my center. It means I'm off my center. Y'all, now I know I'm telling the truth because we've got about 1,100 people on all the networks tonight, right now. About 1,100, 1,200 people. And when you're off your center as a masculine energy, you become less decisive. All right. Now, this is what I'm going to do. Part 3 is tomorrow. Part 3 tomorrow, I'm going to talk about when the energy, each energy is out of esteem. Then I'm going to give you a special list of when masculine and feminine energies both agree when they're both out of esteem. Tomorrow's going to be powerful. Tomorrow's night 3. Listen, I'm going to give you 10 minutes of Q&A. 10 minutes of Q&A, but I need everybody on TikTok, especially, to like the video. I'm 9,000 likes away from 250,000. Like the video, TikTok. I ain't answering no questions until you do. Y'all know you got 10 minutes. Tomorrow is out of esteem. We're going to end the 3-night revival. Is this helpful? Has this been helpful? Has it been helpful to anybody? Right? Tell me some, is there a night 4? No. Has this been helpful? Yes. Yes. Good. Yes. Good. Like the video. All right. 10 minutes of Q&A. Let's see it. I'm going to go and try to answer as many questions as I can. Was there an 8 for feminine? No, I didn't realize that it was off. I might have left one off. I may have left one off somehow. I don't know how I did that. Yep. Tomorrow's night 3. Questions. Do you have any resources for areas you touched on? The only one I recommend, there are a lot of books out there about masculine feminine energy. Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus, the best one that I've seen. Best book that I've seen. Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus. Why do I keep attracting taken man? I don't know. That's such a loaded question. Such a loaded question. Sometimes we attract it. Sometimes it just happens to happen. And it doesn't necessarily have to be you. The most important thing is what you do after you are attracted. Doc, you taking any calls or doing any collabs soon? I'm looking into some collabs. I've had some requests for doing some collaborations. I think that'll come out a lot more. In terms of calls, I'm not doing any new clients yet because I'm booked right now for the next couple of months easily. So I'm closed for new clients, but definitely open to some collabs. Hit me up, Sean. Way of the Superior Man is a good book for real. It is. That is actually a good book as well. We need developmental strategies for these energies. Good. Can you jump in and out of being in esteem throughout your marriage? Yes, Abby. That's a great question on Facebook. You can absolutely jump in and out of being in and out of being in esteem throughout your marriage, because a lot of times whether or not we are in esteem and out of esteem is very much contingent on who we're connected to. That's a great question and a great point. Is it possible for a married man who is not masculine to become masculine? Or are you raised this way over time? Both. You can be raised to not be masculine as a man. You can also be a married man who is not masculine and become masculine, especially if that woman is purely feminine and pushes him in that direction, without a doubt. Okay? Great question there. I'm looking, y'all. I'm looking. Yes, everybody subscribe to my YouTube, please, because TikTok might be going away soon. How do you balance the feminine energy as a woman in a higher position, boss CEO? We talked about that earlier, Kiki. And it's really about, you want to have that balance in your relationships, because I realize that if you are a feminine woman, and you have to be the boss at work, then most feminine women that I know, especially the clients and friends that I have, don't want to be bosses at home. They want to be able to relax. And so you need to be connected to an energy that allows you to do that. I think that's the very simple answer to that. If not, you're going to be doing double duty. You're going to be both the boss at home and at work, and you're going to get worn out. What if there's a gaslighting situation when your feminine energy is trying to be expressive? That's a really good question, Demetra. That happens sometimes. And so I think that's where your healed intuition has to come into play, right? And that's why being healed is so important, because if you feel like you are attempting to be expressive through your feminine energy, but that's being gaslit, if you are operating from a healed space, you should be able to discern that. And if you are discerning that, then go with your natural healed intuition and address it. All right. That's a really, really top-notch question there. Thank you so much. So we can be both energies at different times, or does that mean we're forcing one? Yeah, you can be different energies at different times. You can be the different energies at different times, and you can flop. and there can still be polarity, which is why sometimes you can have a masculine person that's predominantly masculine with a person who's predominantly feminine, and then they get in an argument and then they switch, but they still have attraction, right? You still have angry physical intimacy, right? You mad, you ain't even talking, but you physically intimate because you flip polarities, but you flipped energies, but there's still polarity, right? So that can happen, but the job is to try to get back to your natural space. How does growing up as a tomboy make a female have more masculine energy naturally just because of upbringing? That's a great question. I am on the fence about that. I think I've grown up with people that were tomboys that turned out to be very feminine, girly girls, right? Girly women. And then I've obviously seen the opposite, where you've seen women grow up as tomboys and then they turn out to be more predominantly masculine. I think it can go both ways. I think it's really about support system. Without a doubt, I think it's about support system. And I think it's also about diving into the things in that childhood that support being raised as a tomboy, because being raised as a tomboy is more than just liking to play with boys as a girl. It also speaks to support system. It speaks to attachment style, which is formed in our childhood. Our attachment style is always formed in our childhood. And so that attachment style can be layered on several things. Who raised you? Was it just mom? Was it just dad? Was it two dads? Was it all women? Was it your grandma? Your dad wasn't there? There's a lot that goes to that question, but that's a heck of a question, M. Hen. I really appreciate that question. It's a loaded one, but I hope I at least gave you some direction there. I'm single and contentedly so. I'm thinking about our energies in relation to our kids, or is this only in relation to a life partner? I'm not sure I saw the first part of that question. So I'm not sure, but I'm thinking about our energies in relation to kids. Yeah, I mean, your energies in relation to your kids matter, and so who you connect with absolutely matters. If you know then what your predominant energy is, and you're planning on having children, it's important to try to balance your energy out with your partner, so that your children have the best of both energies, right? So that they hopefully are raised by balanced energies, right? Balance. When I say energies, I mean masculine energy, feminine energy. All right. So they're raising that balance away. How to deal with the narcissist when you have kids? Oh, Danitza, that's such a loaded question as well. When you are raising kids with a narcissist, you're going to have to create incredibly strong boundaries. You're going to have to learn how to not internalize their behavior, which is where I think a lot of people slip up. You're going to have to learn to not make their behavior about you, and you've got to make your behavior about the child. That's how you get around that, right? You get around that by making your behavior with that narcissist co-parent about the children and less about you, okay? And less about you. Let's see. There's a previous video. There, the goal is the imbalance. What are some tips on talking? Somebody asked on Facebook, how does a woman get out of masculine energy and vice versa? How does a woman get out of masculine energy? I think the question should be better phrased. If a woman is in her masculine energy and I'm assuming you're saying that's not her dominant energy. If that's not her dominant energy and she's in her masculine energy, she has to pop out of esteem back into esteem. We're going to talk about out of esteem tomorrow. But a woman who claims, I'm assuming this is what you mean by this question, a woman who claims to be predominantly feminine, but she's in her masculine energy, is then displaying these traits that we're talking about. And a lot of times these traits are based on things that show up when a woman is out of esteem. Things like fear, and things like unprocessed trauma. There's a lot of different things that can lead to any energy. If a masculine energy who is dominantly masculine but is in their feminine energy, there are a lot of things that can cause them to be in the wrong energy. That's such a loaded question, but things like trauma, unprocessed trauma, anxiety, fear, doubt, not feeling safe, not feeling seen or heard. All of those things can pull you out of your energy like that. All right. I hope I answered that question. Can pull you out of your energy just like that. Okay. Good questions, y'all. Good questions. Where are we? Lord. Yeah, that was a great question. In fact, y'all are asking some awesome questions. And I feel like I could almost do a part just answering questions. This is really good questions tonight. Way better than last night. Kenya said, that's the answer, folks. Now return tomorrow. Or yeah, because out of esteem is going to talk about how we switch out of our energy, right? And it's going to really answer a lot of those things. Okay, people are doing that because of things like fear and doubt and worry and anxiety and things like that, right? Those are things, and that's really a preview of what's to come tomorrow. Um, Lack of faith, abuse, trust. We're going to talk about those things because when those things happen, that's when people switch out of their natural tendencies and go to other things. All right. Y'all, was this helpful? April's telling me time's up. I see the clock. I appreciate y'all. Do me a favor, like the video, share the video. If you have not liked the video, share the video. Make sure you do so. And y'all talking about a part 4 Q&A. Are y'all listen? Doc can't do Thursday part 4. They don't run 4 and 5 night revivals no more. For those of you that's got a church background, they don't run 4 or 5 night revivals no more. I might try to do a Q&A next week. We'll see. I don't know. Next week is kind of busy too. But do me a favor. I want you to like the video, share the video, support the show. You can support on Cash App, $ Zeb the Third, Venmo Zeb the Third. Thank you so much for your support. Those of you that support it. I love you guys. I appreciate you. I hope this was helpful. And thank you so much for being a part of this masculine feminine energy. Listen, tomorrow's the last night. You know how revivals work. The last night is always the best night. I need y'all to tap in. I won't be home. I'll be out of town, but I'm going to be logged in. I'll have my devices. I'm going to be ready to go. And we're going to make it happen tomorrow. Okay? Y'all have a tremendous night. Love and appreciate you. Thank you so much for your support. And I'll see you tomorrow night. Peace and blessings. Bye now. Y'all are funny. See you. I will look up the Venmo. I don't know why it's not working, but I'll look that up. Thank y'all so much. Peace out. Bye, y'all. Y'all take care. Thank you so much.